Hello friends, myself Lina Vagode. In last lecture, we discussed the part 1 of plane table surveying. In that, we see the introduction of plane table surveying, their principles and various accessories which are used for plane table surveying. So today we are discussing the setting of plane table, orientation of plane table and the methods of orientation, methods of plane tabling, and merits and demerits of plane table surveying. Okay, next. So let's start from the setting of plane table. While using the plane table, the following operations are needed. There are four operations here. First one is fixing, setting, centering and leveling. There are four operations which are doing use before using the plane table survey. Okay, so first is fixing. So fixing means to fix the table on tripod stand. The tripod stand is placed over a required position of on the ground with its legs well apart. Next is the setting of plane table. So setting of plane table is done before making any measurement and plotting. Following are the different steps performed for setting of plane table. Next is centering. Okay, so to bring the plotted station exactly on the ground, we do the centering operation. So in centering operation of bringing the plotted station exactly over the ground is done. This operation is done by U fork. Pointed point of U fork is placed against the plotted point on sheet and the plumb bob is suspended through that. The plumb bob is brought at the center of station or the ground by adjustment of tripod legs. This operation is to be done without disturbing the leveling. Okay, next is leveling. So in leveling, the plane is brought in a horizontal plane by means of spirit level. So the table at suitable height, set the table at suitable height. Spirit level is placed at different corners of plane table and the bubble is brought to center of its run by adjusting the legs of tripod. Okay. Next point is orientation of plane table. So the orientation means it is the operation of keeping the table at each of the successive stations parallel to the position which is occupied at the first station is known as orientation. So in this method, setting the table on each successive stations parallel to the positions occupied at the starting station means orientation according to the principle of parallelism. Parallelism means it is a principle of plane table surveying. So according to that principle, the lines plotted are parallel to the corresponding lines on the ground. If proper orientation is not done, the plotted work of previous station cannot be connected to the next station. Hence the map will not represent the actual position of object. Next is the necessity. So Orientation is necessary when the table has to be set up at more stations, at more than one station. Orientation is properly done, the lines on the paper will be parallel to the respective lines on the ground. Okay, so this orientation may be done by two methods. First one is magnetic meridian method and second is backsighting method. So first we see magnetic meridian method. So magnetic meridian method means it is also called as magnetic needle method also. So in this method of orientation, it is done by using the trough compass, which is need to mark the north-south direction. Suppose there are two stations P and Q, which is required to plot by the plane table. Initially, the plane table is set over the station. After that, all the arrangements done as per the setting of plane table. So, which arrangements means centering and leveling should be done. After that, the trough compass is placed at right corner of sheet to mark the north direction, reference to north-south direction of trough compass. After that, the leaded touching to point P, the ray is drawn bisecting the ranging rod at Q and the line PQ is drawn by suitable scale. So initially the point P is on the sheet as well as ground also. So with the help of leaded, bisect the ranging rod at point Q and measure the distance and taking the suitable scale, draw that line PQ on sheet. The plane table is shifted and set up over station Q, and same all the arrangements done as per the setting of plane table means leveling and centering. After that, the trough compass is placed exactly along the north directions which was previously marked. Okay, so after that the plane table is turned clockwise or anti-clockwise until the needle shows exactly north-south direction without disturbing the centering and leveling operations. Okay, so until the needle exactly shows the north-south direction, turn that plane table either clockwise or anti-clockwise direction without disturbing the arrangements. Provide arrangements like centering and leveling. After the completion of operation, if centering and leveling is correct along the north-south line, marking the orientation, it's said to be done by method of magnetic meridian or magnetic needle. And this method is generally suitable for rough and small scale plotting. Okay, so second method of orientation is backsighting. This is said to be more accurate method, and as it can also be used in magnetic suspected areas, so it is always preferred. Okay, suppose there are two stations P and Q which is required to plot by plane table. The plane table is set up over station P. All the arrangements are done as per the setting of plane table. The alidate touching point P, the ray is drawn bisecting the ranging rod at Q and, and the line PQ is drawn by the suitable scale. Similarly, we are discussing in magnetic needle how to draw the line PQ. Same in this way, in backsighting method also, draw that line by taking the suitable scale. After that, the plane table is shifted over station Q and all the arrangements are done as per the setting of plane table. So by for every new setup of plane table, there are necessary to set the centering and leveling operations. Okay, so after that the LED is placed along the line PQ, so that previously marked line PQ, along that line the LED is placed over that, and ranging rod at P is bisected by turning the plane table without disturbing the centering and leveling operations. After the completion of operation, if centering and leveling is correct along the bisection of point P, then the orientation is said to be done. Okay. Next point, methods of plane table. So there are four methods which are used in plane table survey depending on the area to be plotted and points of plotting. So the following methods are used in plane table survey. First is radiation, second one is intersection, third one is traversing, and fourth is resection method. So let's see first method at radiation. So in radiation method, this is one in which objects are located from a single suitable station. The rays are drawn from single station to various objects and distances are marked by any scale. Okay, so suppose it is required to locate the objects A, B, C, D, E from a single station called as P. Okay, so from where all the objects are visible. So initially plane table is set up over station P. All the arrangements are done as per the setting of plane table. After that the drawing sheet is placed over that leveled plane table and a suitable point is selected on sheet, which represent the position of point station P. Okay, so by using the trough compass, first mark the north line at right top of the sheet. After that the LED touching the point P, ranging rods on point A, B, C, D, E and F are bisected and rays are drawn along that LED. Okay, and distances PA, PB, PC, PD, PE and PF are measured on the ground and plotted with the suitable scale. The obtained points are marked as small letters A, B, C, D, E and F, which represents the actual points on the ground. Okay. Next is intersection method. So this intersection method is one in which accessible points are located by rays drawn from the two stations. Okay, and it requires no linear measurements except that of baseline. This is one advantages over this method, and this method is used for locating the inaccessible points and for checking the objects also. So let's see the actual procedure. Suppose it is required to plot the inaccessible point O, inaccessible points A and B from the two fixed points P and Q. Okay, so initially the plan table is set up over station P. All the arrangements are done as per setting of plan table. After that, the drawing sheet is placed over leveled table and a suitable point is selected on sheet which represent the station on ground. Okay, so by using the trough compass, north line is also marked at the right top corner of sheet. After that, the allied touching point P, object A and B and ranging rod, object A and B and ranging rod at Q are bisected. Okay, so from station P, objects A, B and another station Q are bisected, point Q is bisected and the rays are drawn along the allied. The distance PQ is measured and plotted with the suitable scale. The obtained point is marked as a small q on sheet. Okay, so the plan table is then oriented by any one of the method of orientation to make the connection of next station. So before every setup of plan table, we shift the plan table. There we must done the orientation of plan table. After that, the allied touching point Q, objects A, B and point P are bisected and the rays are drawn along that allied and the plotted rays are intersected at the 2 points A and B, which indicates the position of inaccessible points on the ground. Okay, third one is traversing method. So this method requires every station to be accessible. Okay, and this method used for locating the stations, running survey lines between the stations and suitable for survey of roads and rivers. Okay, so this method gives the traverse which are plotted similarly by compass traverse. Stations are connected by setting the table on each station. Okay, so suppose it is required to connect the traverse station A, B, C, D, E. The plane table is set up over point A. All the arrangements are done as per the setting of plane table. Drawing sheet is placed over the leveled table. A suitable point A is selected on sheet which represent the station on ground. Okay. After that, using trough compass, mark the north direction at right top corner of sheet. After that, the allied touching point P, range touching point A, ranging rod at B is bisected of ray is drawn and the ray is drawn along the allied and distance AB is measured and plotted on the sheet by taking any suitable scale and the obtained point is marked as a small b. Okay, so the table is shifted. Now the table is shifted and set over station B. all the arrangements are done as per the setting of table. In the setting of table means centering and leveling. Okay, so after that the table is oriented towards point P, towards point A, sorry, by any one method of orientation to make the connections with next stations. So whenever you shift the position of plan table, uh, you have to you have to done the orientation by using any one method. Okay, so after that the alligator touching point B, ranging rod at C, ranging rod at point C is bisected and ray is drawn. Okay, so after that the distance BC is measured by plotting any suitable scale, and again the table is shifted over station D, and all the procedure is repeated for all the remaining stations. Okay, so this is the traversing method of plane table survey. Okay, next is the resection method. This uh, this it is used for locating the instrument station, and it requires some linear measurements also. Next point is advantages of plane tabling. As the field work and plotting is simultaneously done, there is no need of field books. Okay, this is the first advantage of plane table survey. Next is the no possibility of omitting any details. Means there is no chances of omitting any details about the plane table survey. Third is the errors in plotting may get checked by check lines. So by using the check lines, the errors may get checked. Fourth is the most rapid method. Means it is very fast survey work, and suitable for small scale maps. Next advantage is no perfect skill is required. Okay, no greater skill is required to perform the plantable survey. Next is it is suitable in magnetic areas also, and this method is less costly than any other survey. Okay, so these are the advantages of plantable surveying. Next is disadvantages of plantabling. So besides the advantages, there are some disadvantages also. So first is it is not suitable in wet climate and high wind areas. Okay, this plantable survey is not suitable in rainy season or in the areas of high wind. Next is difficult to replot the survey by different scale. Okay, so first you plot the survey by using plantable. After that you by using different scale you can plot, but it gets difficult to replot that survey. Third is not intended for greater accuracy. Means it is not used for greater accuracy. After that there are several accessories to be carried, and therefore they are likely to be lost. Okay, so there are various accessories. So while performing that practical or performing the plantable survey, there may be chances of getting lost the any accessories. And next is it is not suitable in densely crowded areas, because the instrument is large and heavy and not suitable in densely crowded areas. Okay, so hope you understand this video. Thank you.